What's going on, everybody? I am excited to bring this new installment of this series, Review My Rap, and today I'm going to do it a little bit different. In the past, I would review like an entire song, and I would do like 1 to 5 songs. This time around, I'm going to try to review more songs at one time by reviewing less of each song. So I'm going to do 1 verse and 1 hook of each song, and I'm going to pick a total of 10 people. That way you guys and gals have a better chance of getting one of your songs picked. And to keep things fair and random, I'm going to be using the wheel to spin to pick each winner. So without further ado, let's get it. All right, let's see who the first winner is going to be. Looks like YUNGDEXSTR.
I think once I took my first bike and it was just like this feeling of, like everything was, it just kind of numbed me.
I did take prescriptions and I don't know what to do. The shit I did predict it, thought I didn't have much to lose. I used to contradict it and make up some excuse. At least I can admit it, but I still choose to abuse. The shit I've tried to quit it, and that's the fucking truth. Every time I think I've kicked it, I relapse and I lose. Just wish I could resist it, but I've lost the will to choose. If you think I'm contradicting, I'm sorry but it's true. Fuck spitting a hook, I'd rather rip up the truth. My fucking lyrics are books, spit my story in boost. Started off where I do, now I'm addicted to blues. What pill do I choose? I ain't got a clue.
Pull the table and I'm gonna take a few. Lean up in the cup and I'm sipping on it too. Chilling with my bro, smoking on the doob. Queue up in an hour, puffing like a soup. I didn't wanna stop, even if I could. The way these pills taste, it's so fucking good. I tried to tell my missus but she never understood. I said I tried to tell my missus but she never understood. Now I'm sipping like I'm Little Wayne. Roll a fat dude, man, I love my Mary Jane. Without the pills though, I would pure go insane. Pill by pill bro, killing off the membrane.
YD&J1, always be my day one. See us in your street and you're never gonna say none. Valleys, trammies, zannies, I take them. Capping, rappers in valleys, they rate them.
Alright, so here's some of my thoughts that I've written down about this track. So first off, first thing that comes to mind is it's very well produced. Great sounding vocal recordings, the mix, the sound effects, the creative mixing effects that went into this, all just sounds so great. I felt the raps had great symmetry with the patterns created by the cadence and the rhyme schemes, and I like how you and YJ1 go back and forth and sometimes keep each other's rhyme schemes going. At first I was going to suggest to juggle more rhyme schemes at once instead of just only rhyming internally with your in rhymes, but as I listened to more of the song, you guys actually did do this a good bit. Honestly, I don't really have any critiques for the song. If I was to be like super duper nitpicky, I could say maybe a little bit more multi-syllable rhymes would be good, but there's nothing wrong with the 1-syllable rhymes that you guys did a lot. Honestly, I think this song is perfect, meaning there's nothing lacking, there's nothing missing. I think it sounds great, and I think it's ready to be shared with the world and to be promoted. So really great job. Okay, let's see who the next winner is going to be. Okay, Aaron, let's check you out. Okay, so it looks like Aaron did not submit a song. These are just lyrics. So unfortunately, I won't be able to review this. Again, this is a music review on your rap. So think about rap as 2 things, rhythm and poetry. And what I'm doing is giving you guys feedback on how well you're putting those 2 elements together. So what we'll do, I'm gonna do 10 reviews today. So let's spin again and let's see who the winner will be. Okay, CRUST, congratulations. Let's check you out.
Right, here I go. Just doing it in one time only, my God. I ain't got no time for rehearsal. Well, about 5,120 years ago, I was the burger of the day, so I came to ruin a show. 2 gunners made you the click, gave you the lick alive, still sticking to the commands. All tricks we made to survive. I well done well on the past, cast my neck, green I'm awareness. Tell us, explain us why your high priestesses made us so famous. You spent haters on lion tamers, ruining life in high court. Thrones on like the swore country, counting more money like Tom Ford. I come forth to life to tell you some cheesy Mac, sneezy Joe hit shit behind his desk and showed you the tools to sniff the blow. Was I the first foe, passing the passion of his class, a tick in the doom?
Okay, I think this rap is off to a good start, but it's not finished. It still needs a decent amount of work to make things nice and polished. And what's causing it not to completely come together is just a lack of structure with your rhyme schemes and your cadence patterns. So the key here is to focus on keeping track of where your rhymes are landing so that you land in similar places from bar to bar. And this will create a strong pattern for the listener to follow along to. Now, I felt like you started off pretty good here, but then things kind of started drifting apart. Let me just kind of play back towards the beginning here.
Well, about 5,120 years ago, I was the booger of the day, so I came to ruin a show. Two gunners made you the click, gave you the lick, alive, still sticking to the commands. All tricks we made to survive are well done well on the past. Cast my neck, green am awareness. Tell us, explain us why your high priestesses made us so famous. You spent haters on lion tamers, ruining life and I chord.
It's just a lot of drifting of the rhymes, and there's quite a few times where the rhyme scheme breaks. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. So for an example, on the second quadrant of your verse during this 4-bar section, your rhymes drifted all over the place, which caused them to lack symmetry with each other. In other words, there was no pattern to them. In this example, notice how I created a solid in-rhyme scheme out of manect and check, haters, and nameless, which gave this quadrant a strong pattern for people to follow along to. Now, I know I likely got some of these lyrics wrong, so just look past that. It doesn't matter. Just focus on the techniques I'm talking about and the patterns that I'm creating. Let's take a listen to it.
Survive a well done well on the past. Cast my neck, green am awareness. Tell us, explain us why your high priestesses made us so famous. You spent haters on lion tamers, ruining life and I chord.
To survive a well-known well on the past, guess my neck, green and Moranis. Hellers explain to keep you in check. Priestesses made us so famous. You spent haters all of my payments, ruining life for the nameless. And if you haven't already, I highly recommend my 3-part series that I did on the science behind rhyming, which I'll post a link to in the video's description below. Okay, let's see who the next winner is going to be. All right, Papa Rowe. Let's check you out, Papa Rowe. Okay, unfortunately, I wasn't given permission to access this file, so we're going to have to spin again. All right, Jay, congratulations. Let's check you out. Okay, unfortunately, Jay, this song is not playing on Spotify. Spent a little time trying to figure out what's going on. It doesn't look like it's available on Spotify. I even tried adding it to another playlist. It won't play. It's seemingly not available. So unfortunately, we're going to have to draw again. Ooh, that's close. Don B, congrats. Let's check you out.
Let's go.
One of them soulful joints.
I'ma stay true, play cool, do my own thing. Keep it distant with inches, hope you feel the same. So many things that's revealing, trying to maintain. But to look like a fool, best to refrain. Wanna pursue, let loose with a lot of game. Like Alicia with the keys as she start to sing. Wishing that you know my name. Probably missed my own shot, not willing to aim. Couldn't wait to see ya. Used to rise early in a hurry. Before to walk to school, just to meet her. Just to let her lead us. Dreaming of a glance of a stance. But finally the chance with Taisha. Always intelligent, respected like a leader. Even get a mile as she wanted to meet her. Maybe lust around, play ground when I swing her. From the seesaws, we tied her with the teeter. Every evening at Miss Barber House in Edgewood, settling in from the whole day out. Just hanging light, dot spread it out. Cook a neck on the couch, you get close without being spotted out. Her embrace couldn't skate, even when back in. So the street light come on, it's like the world end. And though she was older, never knew this was in. All folks should be amongst as a family friend. I'ma stay true, play cool, do my own thing. Keep it distant with inches, hope you feel the same. So many things that's revealing, trying to maintain. But to look like a fool, best to refrain.
Okay, I love this. I think you did an excellent job painting the picture about crushing over a girl when you were younger while trying to keep it low key like a midget locksmith. You know what I'm talking about? And you did an excellent job structuring your rhyme schemes and your cadences. I also thought this was recorded very well and mixed very well. The only thing that raised its hand to me was I felt the hook felt a little bit too similar to the verse. The instrumental nor the vocal changed significantly during the hook, and so the hook just kind of felt like another part of the verse. So what I did was play around with the hook a little bit more, kind of added a little bit more pausing, a little bit more space into there just to kind of let that hook breathe just a little bit so it's not quite as aggressive as the verse. And I repeated the first 4-bar thing that I scattered to the second 4-bar section of the hook to give it some repetition. And here is a before and after of how that sounds.
Should be amongst as a family friend. I'ma stay true, play cool, do my own thing. Keep it distant with inches, hope you feel the same. So many things that's revealing, trying to maintain. But to look like a fool, best to refrain. Wanna pursue, let loose with a lot of game. Like Alicia with the keys as she start to sing. Wishing that you know my name. Probably missed my own shot, not willing to aim. Though she was older, never knew this was in. All folks should be amongst as a family friend.
Hey, I'ma stay true to through my phone brain. On the slats on my roots, do my own thing. Up on the brass on my tone ring. He be on the flash, I'ma crack cause my phone ring. I'ma stay true to my tone brain. On the brass when the blue, do my own thing. I put the Bruce in my wrong ring. I flash slats on my track in my phone tank. Okay, let's see who's gonna win next. All right, Sirgzy. I think I'm saying that right. Please forgive me if I'm butchering the name, but congratulations.
Like a Rottweiler, hard like a bar fighter, hit like Tyson Fury, but bitch you are not Wilder. Mine like a sovereignty, mind full of novelty. Make so much bank, lift my people out of poverty. Mama didn't coddle me, people just bother me. I'm dancing on the tightrope band, bitch you're teeter-tottering. Bitch you losing consciousness, skirting what your conscience says. Bitch you banging hoes, bro, I be banging duchesses. I'm banging on your eardrums, got you shooting ear cum. They say there's no more legends, but bitch now you need one. They say there's no more miracles, but bitch you better hear one. Put me up with anyone, you know I won't fear one. You know I don't fear death, I already been through hell. You know I don't fear God, cause I don't fear myself. Bitch I'm self-made, climb my way out of hell. Bitch out my way, or I'll send you there as well. You talk all this cap, like a bitch. You talk all this cap, like a bitch. You talk all this smack, like a what? You talk all this smack, like a what? Bitch I'ma die, you a bitch. Bitch I'ma die, you a bitch. Bitch you a what? You a bitch. Bitch you a what? You a bitch. Wild like a Wolverine, pound like a sex machine.
Talk your ish, bro. Okay, so I really enjoyed how creative you were with the whole dog theme, with the sound effects in the beginning and all the dog references and wordplay in the song itself. I also feel like you did a great job structuring your rhyme schemes and cadence patterns as well. And I also enjoyed how you came up with a new pattern for the hook, which separated it from the verse, which worked very well. One thing that slightly raised its hand to me was on the second half of the hook. I felt the energy dropped down too much in the instrumental due to the 808s dropping out. And I felt the instrumental needed a little bit more aggression to match how confrontational you were with your lyrics. Let me play that back and let's just check that out real quick.
As well, you talk all this cap, like a bitch. You talk all this cap, like a bitch. You talk all this smack, like a what? You talk all this smack, like a what?
Right here.
Bitch I'ma die, you a bitch. Bitch I'ma die, you a bitch. Bitch you a what? You a
That's the part right there. That's a subjective thing. It's not ruining the song, but I just kind of missed it. Like when that energy went away, what you were saying was still pretty aggressive, and I felt like the instrumental should keep that same energy as well. And I also felt that your rap flow is good as is, but it could use a little more dynamics. And you have a tendency to begin most of your bars either directly on the first beat or you leading into the first beat on the very end of the bar before it. So experiment sometimes with creating cadence patterns where you maybe pause a little longer, like on half of beat 1 and then lead into beat 2, or pause even longer and like leading to beat 2, like really close to beat 2, like how you've been kind of leading into beat 1 a lot. Now here's a before and after of a part of your flow that I reworked, and notice how since mine is more different than the cadence before it, it gives it a sense of movement or change, which helps the verse move along and feel like it's evolving as it goes into that hook.
Put me up with anyone, you know I won't fear one. You know I don't fear death, I already been through hell. You know I don't fear God, cause I don't fear myself. Bitch, I'm self-made, climb my way out of hell. Bitch, out my way, or I'll send you there as well.
Put me up with anyone, you know I won't fear one. I don't fear death, I already been through hell. You know I don't fear God, cause I don't fear myself. Bitch, I'm self-made, climb my way out of hell. Bitch, out my way, or I'll send you there as well.
You talk all this cap, like a bitch. You talk all this cap, like a bitch.
Okay, let's see who our 5th winner is gonna be. Okay, Y05H, congratulations. Let's check you out.
The world is so insane, it's the strangest thing. How iconic harmonies fade, but hope still sings. Through the chaos, epic melodies ring. Broken souls soar upright on torn and tattered wings. Mostly walk in a wicked state, while some wake walk in their dreams. Elusive, you learn to vividly navigate, seeing where life's rhythm leads. Ethics and morals share the same point, indifference reigns supreme. Reason was on a steady decline, the logic now is absurdly extreme. Actions and words unweighted the same, either taken for granted or burdened by shame. A pattern exposed and awareness unchained, steadily grinding the bone. Honest values sold out for change. Hypocrisy runs deep in this wicked game. Skills so rigged they're fixed inside a twisted frame. Reality sailing on a sea of memes, captured by the cerebral grip of virtual screens, fractured, shackled by the glow of a screen, shattered, living in the world splitting at the seams.
Okay, here I really love how you executed that hook. It felt very different from your verse, and it had a really nice creepy aesthetic to it. However, the verse needs a lot of work. It's not really working right now because of its lack of structure in your rhymes and your musical patterns. And the way the verse currently sounds, it feels like you wrote the lyrics without the instrumental and you're just trying to cram these words into these bars. And if you wish to rap fast like you are in some of these parts, it needs to have a musical cadence to it. It just can't be just said fast. It has to be musical in order for it to sound good. And some of the words end up getting slurred a little bit because they don't have enough space to be stressed properly. So here I'd recommend checking out my video that I already mentioned, the series on the science of rhyming, but also I have done a few videos on how to rap fast, which I think will also help with some of the issues that you're having here as well. I'll post links to all that stuff in the video description below. Also, another thing that raises its hand to me a little bit is how you just began rapping immediately after the song starts playing. Now, this could have just been a creative choice on your end. I have worked with some rappers who do that, who struggle coming in at different parts of the instrumental due to not really having the ear training and stuff locked in yet. I'm not sure if that's your issue or not, or it's just a creative decision that you made there. Sometimes it's better to leave a little bit of space on the beginning just so the listener can get a sense of the vibe of the track before you start rapping. It's not a rule though, because there are some songs that do start off like that, so just keep that in mind. But if you do struggle with rapping in different parts of the beat, I would also recommend you do some more ear training and stuff like that, which I have a really good video on that, which I also link below. It's called Your First Rap Lesson. So if you haven't already checked that out, be sure to check that out too. Now let's take a look at your lyrics and I'll show you what I did to polish things up some more. So you was able to keep an internal rhyme scheme going with dreams, leads, supreme, and extreme, which landed towards more the beginning parts of your bars. But as you can see, there was not a strong end rhyme pattern at the end of your bars. And it's common for us rappers, if we have an internal rhyme scheme going, to also have a end rhyme scheme going as well. It's not a rule, but it's a common thing that we do. So what I did is on the ending of bar 2, I added meaning to rhyme with sing, and on bar 4, I added stop it to rhyme with logic. And I also adjusted the timing of your cadences to make it sound more musically pleasing. So you may notice that I may have removed a syllable or two here and there to get the cadence to do what I wanted it to do. And let's check that out.
Walk in their dreams, elusive, you learn to vividly navigate, seeing where life's rhythm leads. Ethics and morals share the same point, indifference reigns supreme. Reason was on a steady decline, the logic now is absurdly extreme. Actions and words unweighted this.
Walk in their dreams, elusive, you learn to vividly navigate, seeing where life's rhythm leads. Ethics and morals share the same meaning. Friends reign supreme, reason was honesty in decline, the logic. Absurdly extreme actions and words aren't weighted the same, just stop it. Okay, that's gonna do it for part 1. And in the next video, I'm gonna be drawing 5 more names and reviewing their music as well. So stay tuned for that. Also, another thing that you've seen largely on display today was the engineering side of rapping. That's the problem solving part of rapping. This is the part that you don't get to see your favorite rappers do, because all you do is hear the finished product. You don't hear all the problems they had and what they had to do to fix it. And so I'm going to be hosting a group coaching session that's strictly focused on engineering, the problem solving part of rapping. We're going to be going over the most common problems and all the solutions to fix those problems with your raps. And so if that's something that you're interested in learning more about, I'll post a link to that in the video description below as well. And if you're new here, my name is ColeMize with ColeMizeStudios.com. And if you're trying to perfect your rap skills, make sure that you get my free Rap Essentials bundle, which includes the #1 fundamental to rapping ebook, bar sheets to help you improve the structuring of your lyrics, 6 practice instrumentals, which include dedicated video tutorials, the CMS catalog, which has my favorite studio gear recommendations. Plus, I'll be sharing via email the most essential video tutorials I've made that I recommend every aspiring rapper to watch. And these lessons are going to teach you all the core techniques that you need to be a better rapper now. And all of this is 100% free when you join my mailing list via the link in the video description below. And always remember, when it comes to rapping, there's no rules, there's only techniques. Peace.
Hey man, you see that subscribe button right there? Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh, and don't forget the bell icon. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Hey, I know you see that like button, right? Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. And look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, today I'm gonna kill it.